Hello and welcome to another Weigh-In Wednesday. I'm Rebecca and I am here to talk to you about the 6-week mark. Let you know where I'm at after 6 weeks of being back to my deficit. As I have previously shared, I have already lost 60 pounds and I do not know how much more I really have to lose. I'm actually really happy with where I'm at mentally and physically. I feel like my body finally matches how I felt for such a long time, and it's just really nice to be in this great place right now. But like I've also mentioned, I have just a little bit of belly fat that I want to get rid of because ultimately I would like to just wear a normal bikini again. But that's okay. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen. And so I really don't know how much weight I need to lose, and in reality, I don't need to lose any more. I just want to lose a few more pounds. So, we'll see. Maybe 10, maybe 12, maybe 8. I don't know. The number doesn't matter so much. And I will tell you, this is the last time that I'm going on a deficit. I have had a very long weight loss journey, and it's time for the weight loss journey to end and just my healthy lifestyle to continue. I'm going to do things a little different today, and instead of sharing a full day of eating, I'm actually going to share with you my breakfast meal prep. Perfect for the fall. So let's first start with the meal prep, and then I will come back and show you exactly how much weight I have lost at my 6-week mark. So part of our fall meal prep, I'm actually going to take this delicata squash, and I'm going to slice it into rounds, and then we're actually going to make some egg cups with this. I'm going to meal prep the squash, and then each day that I want to have this for breakfast, I'll just take 2 of the rounds out, heat them in the skillet real quick, and basically make like an egg in the hole with the delicata squash. So first thing, we're going to slice it, and then we're going to season it and roast it at 425 for 20 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to get these ends off first. You don't need that. I want them to be about a 1/2 inch thick. I love squash of all kinds. And this is actually the first time that I'm making this squash. I got this from the market and I'm like, let me try it. And I was just instantly thought, meal prep, egg cups, yes. I love an egg in the hole. My daughter loves egg in the holes. And there's nothing wrong with bread, but how fun is it to get some extra veggies in? And then we're going to get one more out of this. So I'm just going to take the insides out and we'll roast them up. Well, I couldn't have made that any more perfect, could I? 12 perfect rings right in here. Now we're just going to season them up with salt, pepper, smoked paprika, cinnamon, and just a hint of garlic. This is going to be more of a savory squash. Now we're ready to roast at 425. And we're going to start with 20 minutes and we'll see if we may need to flip them. One thing I love about squash is how you can actually make it sweet or savory. It pairs well with both flavors. So I did add the cinnamon, but because I mixed it with the paprika, it's going to have more of a savory note than a sweet note, and also with the garlic. So if I were to make this something sweet, I would just add the cinnamon. I would leave out the garlic and the paprika. I may even add a little bit of cayenne and maybe even a touch of coconut sugar. Do you see that right there? Okay, it's a little blurry, but that's a price tag apparently. Taylor just noticed, yeah. So we'll have to take that off.
That's the things that you don't notice.
That's called blind girl problem. Oopsie. I cleaned it very well, I thought, but I did not notice that on there.
Well, the seasoning is kind of covering up, so.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I think I could just actually peel it off. Yeah, it just comes literally right off. It's $1.50. Wow. So I try not to waste anything, and you can actually use these seeds and basically just roast them up and use them like you would pumpkin seeds. And they're the ends, and then this is like the gut. So I didn't get every little seed off of there, but we got a lot, and I'm just going to rinse these off and then dry them out, and then we'll season them and roast them in the oven and see how they turn out. All right, let's do the seeds. And I apologize for that noise. It's the Roomba. how do you feel about this thing? I think that some people may think that you're lazy or whatever because you have a Roomba, but I feel like the Roomba's like the dishwasher. I'm sure when the dishwasher first came out, people were like, oh my gosh, you don't wash your own dishes. And now, everyone has a dishwasher. So I'm sure eventually, everyone will have a Roomba too. I mean, why? I can cook while I'm vacuuming. This is amazing. Anyhow, let's get back to these seeds. And if you've seen any of my other meal prep videos, you'll know that I don't like washing dishes because my kitchen is tiny. It just clogs up the kitchen, and secondly, why wash it? I'm actually going to be using all the same flavorings, and these seeds came from the squash, so it's going to be just fine. So we are going to season this with salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, cinnamon, cayenne, and coconut sugar
To make it extra delicious.
So this is like a sweet and spicy barbecue flavored seed. Now I've done this with butternut squash seeds and with pumpkin seeds, but I've never done it with the delicata seeds because I've never cooked delicata before. So really this is just an experiment, and let's hope that it turns out. Now I'm going to bake these at 350. I don't want them to get like burnt, especially because there's sugar on it, so I don't want to put it like on that high temp. And we're just going to kind of keep our eye out on them. I'm going to start with about 15 minutes. You just see where that goes. Alright, it's been 15 minutes at 350, and I'm just going to leave them like this, let them cool. I don't want them to get too burnt. Kind of get caramelized with the sugar as expected, but I just think they're good as is. Hopefully they taste good. So these are super good. I think they would be awesome as like a salad topper, or maybe even on soup. They are not burnt, but they are crispy. They're not chewy like other seeds are. You know how sometimes they just don't get cooked enough and just can feel kind of chewy. Why am I using this spatula? I'm just spilling it everywhere. Let's see what else I can find. Alright, maybe I won't drop so many, so I'll just use a flat spatula. Isn't it amazing when you can just kind of throw something together and it actually turns out good? It's exactly what happened with the sweet and spicy barbecue seeds. You can honestly do that with any seed. You do the pumpkin seeds, you can do that with butternut squash seeds, and I don't know if I've ever done it with acorn squash, but you can basically do it with lots of seeds. And it was so good. Perfect for a little salad topping. I bet you it would be so good on like a pumpkin soup or a sweet potato soup or butternut squash soup. It would be good just as like a little crunch, a little snack. I actually just snacked on them, or you can add them to like a trail mix or something. Sky is the limit. They were so good. So I hope you enjoyed the meal prep. And I would like to tell you that I am down 4.7 pounds in the first 6 weeks. Is that a lot to you? You tell me. What do you think about that? Do you think that it's like a good amount of weight loss? If you lost 4.7 pounds in 6 weeks and knew it was gone forever, would you be happy? Because previous Rebecca, years ago, would have been so upset that 6 weeks, 4.7 pounds, that is so terrible. And I'd say, you know what? This doesn't work. Because that's not happening fast enough. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go eat fast food for the next 2 weeks and gain 10 pounds. Because I just don't think it works. But that's not the truth. And I think a good amount of weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds per week. Because I am so close to that final, I don't even know if I'll ever be there, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're always going to be striving for something, but when it comes down to whatever weight I'm supposed to be at, I apologize if you can hear some background noise. Taylor and Chris are doing homework right now. So anyway, what was I saying? So yeah, in the past I would have thought that's nothing, but you know what? Since I'm so close to reaching my, ideal weight, if you will, what my body wants to be, then I think you lose a little bit less per that 1 to 2 pounds. So I'm really happy with that. 4.7 pounds halfway through. In 6 weeks, maybe that means I can lose another 4.7 pounds. And then I will be, oh my God, if I do that, I'll be under 140. I haven't seen under 140 since I was like 22, probably. Wow. Okay, you know what? We're not going to put a number on it because it doesn't matter what the actual number is. All that matters is I'm going to continue doing it. I'm going to see where my body wants to be. At the end of this 12 weeks, I'm going to switch to intuitive/mindful eating. Because intuitive eating isn't what it's cracked up to be. Intuitive eating isn't what people really say it is. So, anyway, we're going to do that. I'm really happy that I'm down 4.7 pounds at my halfway mark. How are you doing? How is your weight loss journey going? If you lost 4.7 pounds in 6 weeks, honestly, how would you feel? Would you be happy with that, or would you be upset about that because it's not working fast enough? I'm really curious to know, because I know there's got to be people who who think like I used to. And I'm just here doing this because I want to prove to you that it's okay if it's slow. And you don't have to go on a diet in order to do it. You can still eat all the things that you like to eat. And all it's about is just getting comfortable with food, getting comfortable with the process, and just allowing things to unfold as they are. And being committed to your goals, finding ways to make it happen while you're still enjoying your life. So, I hope you're having an awesome day. Please go out and do something good for yourself because you deserve it. You are number one. I don't care what anyone says. You are number one. And I will see you next week for another Weigh In Wednesday. Have a great day. Bye.